what do you think about driverless cars, and would they help or harm uh, a driving culture like India's?
Well, I think the first thing to point out is for the world as a whole, they're a great benefit. 1 million people will die in road traffic accidents around the planet in the next year, most of which are caused by bad driving. It's not mechanical failure that causes most accidents, it's human error, human judgment, again, that's wrong. And autonomous vehicles have the promise in the next 10 or 15 years to take that away in most countries. I think India is probably going to be about the last, from my experience of Indian driving, India is probably about the last place that that driverless cars are going to be able to penetrate, just because people drive on both sides of the road. It's just going to be so much more challenging to build algorithms that can cope with Indian drivers. But ultimately, it will save us that great carnage that happens on our roads. The major cause of death in most developed countries for men under the age of 30 is road traffic accident. Most of us know someone whose life has been touched, whose family has been touched by one of these tragedies. And so that will go away. Plus, there will be great economic benefits as well. The cost of transporting goods will plummet. So there's huge, great benefits. And quite frankly, I hate driving. I can't wait to have that time given to me so that I can get on with the important things in my life. So there are benefits. It's not going to be as easy, I think, as some people think. And certainly in India, it's not going to be as easy as anyone can think. But
Yes.
we will get there, and it will make most people's lives, unless you're someone whose income is earned driving, most people's lives, the rest of us, will make our lives much better. But then we need to think about what happens to those people who are taxi drivers and truck drivers, rickshaw drivers, whose employment might be going away. That's an important part of the equation as well.
Yes, Meredith, driverless cars.
I am against driverless cars. One of the things I wrote about in the book is a ride that I took in a driverless car, in a very early driverless car, and it almost killed me. The car just drove straight toward this giant cement pillar in the middle of a parking lot, and it kind of screeched to a stop right beforehand. And the engineers in the car kind of shrugged and said, "Oops." And the idea that they were just so careless with human lives gave me pause. And so when you look at really what's happening inside driverless cars, how all of the sensing systems are working together, and how fragile those systems are, you become really skeptical of this vision of the driverless car future, which people have been talking about actually since 1991, and they've been saying it's coming soon, it's coming soon.